Yeah, we can't talk about face fucking on the podcast.
You weren't there for that.
The problem is, at the end of the day, no good things come our way. Feeling some kind of way, I hustle every day. What the problem is? Wanna know what the problem is? Can you tell me what the problem is? The problem is we all out for...
Well, fans, listeners, friends of the pod, we're here for, what is it, episode 3 now?
Episode 3.
Episode 3. As always, I'm your paid intern, Kyle Haney, guys. To my right,
Damon, what's going on?
I have the ladies' calm. He's a keeper. I got Damon Leeper.
Okay.
Damon, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right. I just have one thing I need to get off my chest, but I will save it for later.
Wow, here we go.
Oh my god, this is going to be a dark episode.
Like, yeah, like, you know how Mike was going off? This might be my turn to go off.
What is this going to be? Like,
you'll find
getting
out.
jelly in the cream cheese or something?
Actually, you guys might not know because...
Crumbs in the peanut butter.
Oh.
Here we go.
But,
Who's this guy?
well, I mean, we talked about crumbs in the peanut butter before, but all I'm saying is that Mike...
I'm here.
The Bleach Blonde, James Bond, Daniel Craig stunt double. How are you doing today?
I'm a little beat up today.
You don't seem it. I like the Mighty Mouse mug. You're here to save the day.
Yep.
I like that.
Mighty Mouse with coffee.
I'm a fan of very unique mugs like that.
Me too.
Not in like a hoarder type of way, but I appreciate
We
it.
were throwing away our mugs recently, and this
That's a
one's
sad
from like
day.
the 80s. Yeah, and dude, this thing's old, but
Do
it's
you have a
keeper.
lid
It's
for
right.
it?
I do. I
Alright,
did
that's
not
good.
bring it, but
It's still good.
Luke
Yeah.
DiSavino, we're talking about Hess, the bar in Bloomsburg. Luke, you're the human Hess truck. You're back, and you're better than ever. You're in person.
Are you telling me I smell like cigarettes?
I'm telling you, we
That's
missed
what
you.
that bar smells like. Dude, I heard Filet just closed down, or is closing down. What's Filet?
Chick-fil-A.
Remember the Filet in
Scared me like
Bloomsburg.
that.
Remember
Every single one of them, Mike.
remember where Sam lived junior year, and that restaurant right there. You don't remember?
There's a Bloomsburg
No, I
kid
can't
listening
recall
to
where
this
your
right
girlfriend used to
now.
live. I'm
He's
sorry, I didn't visit
screaming.
enough.
If you,
I have no idea where
if you
this
remember,
was.
you should be worried.
Where was this? Filet?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that bar with the good beers?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Why is it closing down?
That was the best bar. It had all the good beers, like actual good beers, a happy hour, like
Can't
4 to
tell
6
if
$2 drafts.
Yeah, it wasn't
Anything you
like
wanted.
college beers. It was
Coors Light, get a pitcher for $2.
No, it was like good
not-
beer.
yeah.
No, I'm saying like it wasn't that.
Like the shelf, like
Fuck, why is
like
that closing?
it was so much alcohol, like you needed a ladder to get up.
Why is that closing?
Fuck,
I
man,
don't
like
know.
that hat store in Hey Arnold.
This
Yeah.
existed in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I found
Yeah.
out about it like my last couple months there, and I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Happy hour was getting.
Don't you
fucking
hate that
wild.
when you're on your way out and you're like, why didn't I know about this sooner?
Mhm.
That's a sad day.
Yeah.
Sad day like throwing out mugs.
Yep.
That's a sentimental thing. I can't believe that this is the end of an era.
End of an era. It's over.
How long did you guys have that apartment?
2 years.
Yeah, it's a good.
Yeah.
That's a
So
good
then, what's going down? What's happening?
Listeners, sad news.
Sad news.
Bill Burr moment over here.
I'm gonna say the bad news, and I'm gonna go with the happy news. Mike and Josh, their lease is up
They
on
broke
the
up.
apartment. They broke up.
Josh been seeing some chick on the side.
We found out on Damon's birthday.
Yeah.
Damon's birthday was yesterday. We went to the
Yeah,
Lost
thank you.
Ponies.
Yep.
We let him
Yeah.
loose,
I
Jockey.
think I broke even, and then I went to the.
How,
casino.
did you come up? Did you come down? What were your highs and lows?
I mean, Josh.
Did you dig through trash?
Josh and I had a good. Yeah, you got to talk about
That's
that.
another thing we're going to talk about.
But Josh and I.
And another thing.
we were playing blackjack, and I mean, I'm still like coming out of like school debt and everything. So I was like, oh man, a $15 table. I was like, why can't I just have like a nice $5 table just to like spend like $200 and just blow that for like a couple hours. But
Easy
like,
money.
Yeah. So I was on that table, and Josh and I mean, it lasted a good, decent chunk of my time, but we lost like $100 on a $15 blackjack
That's
table
enough
in like
amount
a
of money to
half
lose.
hour,
That's a good
give or
amount of
take.
money
It
You
to
was,
never win.
no, but it was still fun because I was at the craps table a couple weeks ago in AC, and I was rolling and I kept like just blowing it, and I literally lost $100 in 5 minutes.
Oof.
Like I felt like that South Park episode where the banker was like, "Yeah, and it's
And
gone,
it's gone."
yeah, and it's gone." But no, it was I got the best friends in the world because they threw me a second birthday celebration. So I mean, you can't ask for more with cake and M&M with your face next to M&M.
I want to hear what's pissing you off.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Let's get
Just
into the
start
dirt.
it.
Yeah, I just
All
want to
right,
hear what's pissing
so
you off.
you
This
guys-
is why we're all so very sluggish right now because we're nursing a 2-day bender.
Yes.
Luke sat his head on the table. He's gone.
Yeah.
We were both marinating in the brandy wine today, trying to soak it out.
Medic.
The sun was coming up, and we were still smacking a bottle of Tito's.
Dude, what's the problem?
Yeah,
Dude, 4 hours went by. I can't believe 4 hours went by. I was like, I'm gonna drive
How
home.
to kill time 101.
And then I was
And
like,
then
it's
you're like, I should be
4:44.
home.
That Tito's bottle was looking like a nice companion.
It was my pillow.
Yikes.
All right. So the problem is that I went to church. All right.
Is this
I-
recently?
Yes, this was last week. I went to church and it was pretty packed. And I go to church and
Sold out show.
Nobody goes there anymore. It's too crowded.
it was packed.
JC was there.
It was packed. But the problem was that people sit on the outsides of the aisles.
Oh, the
Huge.
Okay.
pews.
It's-
Oh,
yeah.
It's a fire
I
hazard.
see
Yeah,
this
so
shit.
They got candles
instead
lit.
of them
It's fire.
Fill it
instead
in.
of them just filling in the middle like a good religious person would do and be like, hey, like come sit, like, you know,
Was
I
it
just
Easter?
feel like
Being thankful.
no, it wasn't Easter. It was just a normal day, but I was just like, oh man, like I don't feel like saying excuse me and like getting in their way, like
Especially when the bench is down.
like literally they're sitting on the end where they
kneeling
could just
thing?
slide
Well,
over
that's
one
it.
seat, and it just makes me so mad because then like they have to get like the ushers involved, and the ushers have to like explain to other people like, hey, like we're gonna. Try
hey,
to
you
sit
guys
here.
are fucking dumb. Move.
So I mean, I just wanted to go to church. I just
That's got to be the most passive aggressive argument ever.
yeah. So that was a problem, and it just made me so mad. I was like, come on, like
When they're
you guys
passing
can't
around the
figure
money
out to
dish.
just move it. Like you can't sit a little bit closer to each other so we
Skip
can
them.
make more room. Like as a community, we can come together. All right,
Suggestions.
right
box.
now.
Yeah, it's that quiet passive aggressive.
Yeah.
It's just like that side eye shit. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's
you're making me move.
yeah, because and then they look back at you like, oh, you're making me move, and it's like.
It's one of those things where it's like I know I'm wrong, but I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't have to be a church either. It could be anywhere. I just thought church was just.
Where
It's
else
early
do
Sunday
you sit in the aisle?
What's that?
Where else could you be sitting in the aisle?
in the back. So you can
What
crack
other
a
kind of
beer.
function do you sit like that?
It's basically what
Like,
the problem
besides
is
concert.
that people are
Graduations.
making you
Yeah,
explain
there's
the
always that
rules
one
that
seat.
should not have to be explained.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Societal
Why are you
rules.
making me be this guy? You
Yes.
know the rules.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like standing in line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Lori?
Hello.
Hi, Lord.
I mean, my mom could chime in on this too. Don't you hate it when people are in church and they sit at the ends of the aisles when they're like the whole section in the middle? Doesn't that make you so mad?
Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah.
Rudeness overload.
Read the room.
Right? It's like slide your ass over to the right.
Yeah.
Slide to the right.
We're all in this
Or-
together.
What's up?
we just ruined Colin's
Just
whole
ruins
weekend.
Colin's Fortnite.
Colin, join the
experience.
podcast.
What's the problem, Colin?
That's
Problem is, I can't play my Fortnite.
Yeah.
My Fortnite.
my
We are
Fortnite.
old.
That's the paid intern.
We are old.
Yeah.
So he's getting cocky.
You know what Sam said yesterday at the horse track? She was like, of course Sam wants to spend his 27th birthday at the horse
Are we
races.
talking?
What's
about
wrong
this?
with that?
She's like, if we were 22, we would not be here. I looked at her, I was like, we're old men now. We are old men.
Well, where would she rather be?
I saw all of Mike's possible futures at that horse race. Every one of them. And I loved them.
I like the way it looked.
It was really crowded.
I could, dude, it was a holiday. I could have people watching
So
there
did the
all day. It
amount
was so
of like
fun.
times the link stopped there kind of start freaking you guys out because it was like every 20 minutes the link would show up and pick old people up.
It went really fast. Like the
The link, maybe it's a Jersey thing.
The link. You mean like a jitney?
N-
Like a shuttle?
It's a link, but it's a
It's like a
public
rover?
transit specifically
Roll.
for old people.
Oh. Why do old
A
people like
hearse?
to gamble so much?
No, that's too old. 'cause
It's too old. Why is he in the back? He's too old.
I guess.
yeah, something happened.
Too old.
Yeah, I don't like betting. I don't like it. I never win.
I don't like gambling. Like, I gamble with my life every day. I don't like gambling. I think it's dumb. I don't like watching my hard-earned money like just go away. It's something stupid.
That's
but then
true.
again, if I was good at blackjack and like anything like that,
I mean,
but like
I'm not good.
random things like roulette, I don't like that. Like horse races is okay, cool, it's fun. Like I can see where my money's going. Literally, there,
No, I
there it
see what
goes,
you're
number
saying.
7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey Jabba Jaw, bye.
The problem is I kind of like it. It's like a terrible bad buzz, and it's like ooh,
Yeah, it's like a
shouldn't
shitty
like it.
cigarette. You're like, huh?
Yeah, it's like I don't need.
But this is killing me.
Yeah, it's like this is shedding minutes off my life here.
Mm-hmm.
Pumping
like-
oxygen. in
But
me.
it was fun.
But like,
I'm not saying.
No, I get it. But
I'm not saying.
I so understand what you're saying. Which is why we
bored out here.
exactly. Which is why we
what we
spent
are.
more time there instead of the actual casino.
I just loved that. I love that I have friends that are into these things. Like, I would never go to that. I would never go to that in my life, and I had a ball there.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It was
saying.
honest to God. Like, I felt like I was in an alien planet. I was like, I would never be here. And
Yeah,
I'm seeing
who are
people
these
I would
people?
never run into.
That's
and I'm
why-
like, I love this shit. I saw so many denim shorts. It was awesome.
That's why I wanted to bring everyone there. I was like, there's never gonna be another moment where everyone's just gonna come together. I was like, so we're doing this on my birthday.
Dude, I saw like a little kid like monkey fuck his dad's cigarette. Like, I got you, pops. Don't worry about it. Like,
And it all started.
so many walks of life in one area.
It all started because Mike and I were at a hockey tournament, and then we were on our way home. Like, oh, let's hit up Park 16, and then we were like, oh my gosh, they have racehorsing there.
We
So we're like, let's go
ended up
there.
there in the last race.
Yeah, it was the
Right.
last race we got there, and we placed a bet.
No, we didn't win. We put like 5 or 6.
I think
bucks
I
on
broke
something.
even.
Oh man,
Yeah,
the
Damon
trash.
picked the
I
right
broke
horse or
even.
something.
We got to talk about the trash.
But I will say, highlight of the day was the feast that we had at Chickies
Oh,
and Pete's. That was the best meal I had in
bountiful.
a long time.
Oh
I didn't hit the tables,
Wait,
wasted
there's a
money
bounce
there,
pit
spent it
there?
all on seafood.
no, it was bountiful, but I felt like I was in a bounce house.
you got me excited.
We got how much seafood?
We got
I
carried
think we
away.
might have killed most mussel populations.
I think we had every kind of shellfish you can eat.
That was the
Yeah.
best. We got clams,
We're eating lobster,
shrimp,
clams,
lobster,
in a casino.
mussels.
I don't fuck with lobster.
Talk about
dude.
clams
That's
casino.
an underwater spider scorpion.
I don't.
That's a terrible.
I like lobster except when they're being killed to death.
Hey, Larry went out the way that
How
he
is
should
he
have
eating,
gone
dude?
out.
Well,
Maybe he was a dick. You don't know if he was a dickhead.
Mike had him like half alive, and he pulled him out, tried to get the rubber.
He was
apparently,
numb.
the problem
He had
is,
ice baths.
the problem is, I listen to you guys, and you can steam a lobster with the rubbers on.
That's what
Exactly.
that's what Lori
Yeah,
said.
so
That's what
you
Lori
can.
said. But I don't want to be chewing it and be like Clark Griswold at the Christmas
All
dinner.
right, well,
like,
you almost lost your ear when you
Chewing.
pulled him out of the
So
thing and cut the rubber band off.
but hey,
You're holding him next to your ear like a phone.
now we know.
He almost.
Who is
I
it?
mean, the way I look at it is that we were talking about drowning. It's like if someone's drowning and then you pick them up, here, take one more breath, and just don't
That is animal cruelty. But I
That's
gave
exactly
him
how I felt about
gave
the
him an
lobster
ice bath
that we
before we put him in there. He was numb.
For those of you who don't know, we had a clam bake last weekend. First time ever.
Spur of the moment,
Spur of the
spontaneously generated a clam bake.
And
pretty
I've
wild.
cooked crabs. I've never cooked a lobster, and they wanted to steam, and I said boil them, like make it go out easier.
I know what you mean. I've had crabs.
Damon, you wanted to put it in life.
Just gotta boil him.
It's not fun.
Those
So,
ones were for free,
they
and you
put
got
it-
it from a couch.
They put the
Yeah.
lobster. They put the lobster in ice to try to make them numb,
Terrible
so it would be
ways.
easier when they throw them in. And then they throw the lobster in when the pot was ready to go, and they throw them in, and then everyone's like, "Oh shit, we gotta take the rubber bands off." So they pull
He
them
was
out.
handcuffed.
They pull them out in the pot,
The lobster-
and I was like, "Oh man, like
I heard him when he was next to my ear. I heard him go, "Kill me."
David was sitting there with his head in his
Oh,
hand.
I was in shock and awe. man.
David was shaking his head with his hand in his head.
I
Oh
see
my
it feels
god!
so bad.
Hey, but he tasted great.
He
didn't
did taste well,
Dude, you don't know if he was a dickhead lobster either. You don't. You
Yeah,
really
you
don't.
Yeah,
But it was delicious. I grew up with that though. Like my grandparents and I, we used to go crabbing all the time on my granddad's boat in Ocean City, New Jersey. And I have so many times where my grandma's like, "He got out! He got out! He got out!" And I just hear like all around the kitchen floor,
It's under the oven.
just chasing a whole entire thing of Old Space down the hallway. There he goes.
well, my one buddy's mom, she'll throw all the crabs in the pot and then turn on the.
Oh, the
I'm like,
slow
that's so
death.
terrible, right?
You might as well give him a cigarette for that. God,
Right?
slow death.
Apparently,
crabs
if
get
you're
feisty.
in a hot tub and they keep turning it up hotter and hotter while you're in it, you won't know you're being boiled alive.
Mhm.
Like you can't recognize.
That's what they say about like the
Where did
slow.
you-
I need some
gradual
research
thing.
on this.
People say that about your balls. It like kills your sperm or something like that.
It
Yeah.
does.
That's what I heard. See, Lori, back me up on
It
this.
does. It
Yeah.
does. Yeah, there's something with the heat. You have
Mhm.
to have a certain time.
If you want a baby, don't go in the hot tub.
That's
Right.
why they
That's why
hang low.
The problem is, I realized recently, people start talking about their pools and their hot tubs and stuff, and all the chemicals and everything. They're trying to find the right balance.
Mhm.
I'm like, why do we swim around in those with like?
Oh,
They don't change the. It's not. There's no way it's good for you to be swimming around
I
and all
mean,
that.
it's chlorine.
I feel
And
good
like-
after. Didn't you hear my story earlier? I feel great. I feel cozy right now.
the
That
sunscreen.
feeling, that
That's why I
summertime
always
fresh.
drink it
You're
before I
gonna glow in the
swim
dark.
it.
Oh, I used to work for a
It's not good
pool.
for your skin. Oh, I shouldn't
Just-
do
Oh,
it.
it does dry you out. It does dry you out.
I don't think it's good for you.
It's
Just
good for your bones. and
Guest
your- and
speaker,
your
Lori
muscles.
Leaper.
yeah, it's good for
your muscles.
fitness, definitely.
Yeah, but I mean,
But-
dude. I used to work it for. I used to lifeguard for 2 summers. Like, yeah, you don't want it when it's raw, just a straight chemical.
Wanna
Like, you
do a
don't want
study.
that.
Well,
It's
do a
hydrogen
study.
peroxide, basically, or hydrogen chloride, or whatever the fuck Walter White uses to dump bodies.
Yeah, well, my girlfriend's
Like,
pool is.
They put
yeah,
it in
that's
the
real
pool.
good for you.
They put it in the pool and it cancels it out. I didn't take chemistry, but I was there for it.
I
So
read the Cliff Notes.
yeah, I got the context.
I
clues.
signed up for the class. I didn't get in.
All I know is that one time, I remember Amy and I both lifeguarded the same summer. She worked for a different pool than I. She was at Black Hawk Apartments off of the 30. Nice little place.
Nice.
And no one was ever there, so I was just hung out and like just got like she got paid to hang out with me. It was awesome. And I remember one time I wasn't paying attention. It was a really hot day, and I was like, I'll just take a dip. And I totally forgot she just added fresh chemicals, and you have to wait like 30 minutes.
Ooh.
So you always do it at the end of the day. I jumped in right where she dumped everything.
Oh.
I came back up. Thank God I didn't open my eyes or anything. I came back up and I just hear her going, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "I'm just swimming around." She's like, "Do you know what I just did?" And I thought about it. I jumped up, dude. I took a shower in the sink that they have in the bathroom there. I was scrubbing everything. I
I would
was
be
butt ass
too.
naked in the sink taking a bath. I was so
Black
worried that my
Hawk Apartments.
eyebrows were gonna burn off or something. I was fine,
Yeah,
but
you
like,
don't want chlorine in the pee hole.
That's why
No.
you get green hair.
yeah,
Blonde.
yeah.
I'd rather have green hair than no hair. But
Yeah.
Continue.
But dude, that was it. I lived to tell the tale, and here I am today.
Well, my girlfriend's pool is like 25% salt water, so a lot
See,
of
I
pools
like
are
that.
salt-
That's
a lot of
cool.
pools are saltwater now.
I thought she was like 50% Italian.
Yeah, but 100% in
So
love.
she's like 25%
Oh my
salt.
Get out of here.
So what's the problem with you, Mike?
Dude, I got a lot of problems. I think the biggest problem I'm struggling with right now is yesterday I threw out the winning ticket for the horse race. I finally won a race.
Shut it.
And
Wait till you hear
my
this.
horse loses. I'm pissed off. It's the last race of the day. So we found you. We're walking out. I throw my tickets in the trash can. We're walking through the casino. Somebody's sitting in the bathroom, and I'm looking at the TV. And there's some kind of like challenge or something on the race.
There's
One
a
horse,
disqualification.
one horse was
Oh,
using
there it
steroids or
is.
something. I don't know. One jockey with the other jockey. I don't
A
know.
lot of pushing and shoving.
There's a Kentucky Derby all over.
Yeah.
The last
But-
race.
There was a recount.
Yeah.
They called American Pharaoh to talk
So they
about
switched it. My horse won, and so I'm inside the casino. I had to go, and I was like, it was like a $20 win. So I'm like, what amount of money would I dumpster dive for?
What are
to
my
go-
morals
Yeah.
worth?
Yeah,
So-
That's a question.
So I went out there for $20, and I brought Chris with me, and we're going through this trash can at a casino to find my ticket again. I went there for like 5 minutes. People were looking at us. And I got self-conscious, and I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing. I'm better than this. And so
literally
I walked
trash
away.
digging through
Yeah,
trash.
I was trash digging through trash. So I walk away, and then I got pissed off. I was like, no, I want my $20. So I went
not
back
so
to the.
sure.
I'm
trash
not better
can.
than this.
Yeah, and I go through again, and it's sitting right on top. Got my ticket, got my $20.
See, that's
And,
nice. You won.
Yeah.
You won.
And you found it.
Yeah.
That more on in a sea of other tickets.
Yeah.
But so, what is the least amount of money you would dumpster dive for?
Yeah.
Or I
Dude,
had
I
this
go for
argument.
quarters. Honestly.
Quarters?
I'm bro. I love
All right.
quarters.
What is the least amount of money you would pull out of the toilet if you dropped it in?
Ooh.
That's a big one. I'm saying it has to be like a $50 bill to reach in a toilet.
Well, it's the
Clean
toilet.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I need-
20.
I need-
Yeah,
I need
what's in the toilet?
specifications.
Well, that's another thing.
Are there
It-
streaks?
a clean toilet, $50.
You think it's piss?
Not like
I don't
yeah,
know.
I'm like 200 maybe if it's not a clean toilet.
Whose
Look,
piss
dude,
is
If
it?
it's a number
That's
two,
another thing.
if it's a number two, I don't care if it's my life
If it's
saver.
piss, I'd go for
Dude,
that.
$20?
$20 if it's piss. If it's
Money's
shit-
already dirty, man. Money's already pretty
Yeah, I've
dirty.
heard some stories.
Mike,
Dude,
you
you
told
know-
me this last night. You're like, look, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, that's
He
fine.
did say that.
You did.
He did say that.
You did, so
And
I
he
don't think
disappeared for
The
30
toilet's not the issue.
Did Luke come with me? I don't know.
We need a witness.
I
And
think
then
I
you would
was
dump
there.
into the pool that has all the chemicals in it.
Yeah, just clean it off. Go to the nearest pool.
It's like, where's
Sir?
Amy's chemicals in the pool? that
Sir,
I
do you have a
can
pool
dump in?
pass? Yeah, we're right here.
That's why you don't show up to a party early.
Yeah.
Dude,
Bottom line.
but dude, I mean, I was thinking about that the other day where, remember that massage place that was by the Acme that got caught
Yeah, got
giving
shut
out
down.
handies?
Totally.
Ocean or whatever it was called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the women was like a 65-year-old woman.
Yeah.
She's probably the best at it.
A lot of wisdom. A lot of
Take a
wisdom.
job, yeah.
But dude, literally, like, I'm thinking about, wait, they laundered it, so it had to go to Acme. They were buying groceries. They were living in that place. Acme's drawers are covered in God knows fucking what. Some sticky situation they got.
You don't go to Acme anymore.
Those drawers were
Where's
jamming
the
for a while.
light? Where's the blue light?
Yeah, really.
Ew.
Yeah. Dude, so, I mean, pee on a $20 bill? Sure, I'll
There's
take
probably
it back.
worse things
Yeah,
on
but
that $20 bill you don't know about.
Yeah,
The pee
for
probably
real.
cleaning it's sterile.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
Is it wrong to drink my own urine?
Yes.
Sterile. I like the
It's
taste.
It is
sterile.
wrong.
I like
I
the
would
taste.
say
Thank
wrong.
you.
But least amount of money. There's this comedian Kyle Kinane. He does the voice for all Comedy Central's promos. You probably heard his voice before.
Yeah.
He's got this joke where he goes to the gas station and he gets a bag of pistachios for his long car ride, and he's left with
We're
a bunch
cracking.
of change and his receipt. And he's got his receipt in one hand and he's got the change in the other. And he walks past the trash can, accidentally throws out like 25 cents worth of coins. And he was like, well, either the guy at the cash register thinks I'm a fucking millionaire just throwing money away, or he thinks I'm a fucking idiot. And then he was like, do I dumpster dive for coins or do I just walk away?
No, you at that point you walk away. $20. That's
But
the
it's tough because
limit.
if it's like 75 cents, dude, I don't know.
Yeah, dude, I was thinking about
Yeah,
that where I was
car
like,
wash
I
with
could
that.
get some vending machine peanuts.
I could get a snack. I like snacks.
That was my biggest problem yesterday is I wanted that peanut bar. I wanted E1 and I accidentally put in E2 and I got a Snickers
Oh,
bar
no, you
instead.
didn't.
Or
Yeah.
the worst is when it's like EE3.
Yeah.
Who in the world?
I'm already seeing double.
But get out of here.
Who
Why-
buys gum from a vending machine? This shouldn't even be an option. It's right next to the cough drops. That whole row on the bottom
yeah.
is just obsolete.
I got Rolaids. I don't want this. I want
Right.
fucking gum.
Why do vending machines seem so expensive?
Because
it's
it's
just
ridiculous.
because we don't usually carry quarters, but you can put dollar bills in it. Like you probably just spent like $20 on a horse racing bet that your horse lost in.
Now you're debating
But that's
to pay
$75.
$1.50 for a Snickers.
Yeah.
You want to talk about getting around a system, cheating a system?
Blind
Luke was
command.
telling me when we were at the creek today, we were talking about how to get around things. Luke was a Jolly Ollie man for summer, right?
I'm going to jail now. All right.
I won't say with who. Or if this is even Luke we're talking to right now.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
So he's telling me about how he would sell ice cream and say a chip which was like
Italian
$7.
ice. Italian ice.
Italian ice. Say Italian ice was like $7, right? Luke would be like, "Give me $5 in my tip jar, and I'll give you this.
Yeah.
And I won't
Dude,
take the
you
$7."
you were that guy?
No, it would be, we'd have little cups and they'd be for $2, but I would go to the fountain drinks at the main place and take like 10 fountain cup drinks and be like, hey, do you want this little cup for $2 or do you want this big cup for $5? Because he counted the cups. I needed a car for school, so I had to save up some money, but, you know.
you're
I was-
hustling.
He bought a car with the money that he saved up. He told me his first car.
I worked
Jolly
on
Ollie
it,
man went
Yeah.
broke that
Look,
summer.
the guy didn't
That's
even-
a entrepreneur
There
right
was
there.
other things-
wait.
There's other things going on at that place. He wasn't worried about the ice. Like, I'm just saying.
I can't sit here
But
and say
stuff
I'm
like
better
that-
than you because when I was little, I printed off the front and the
This
back
is
of a
the
$10 bill.
Hey, wait, did it work?
I printed off the ice cream man who, some like
swindled
Middle
the ice
Eastern
cream
guy,
man?
every summer he'd
Nobody's
come
mad
around.
to see the ice cream man.
We knew this guy, so we put this guy's kids through college. We bought so much ice cream from him. But every
you?
summer he'd come around.
Laundry and
His name was Alney. I figured that out one summer. But I was little, and I printed off the front and the back of a $10 bill, my parents' computer.
Hamilton.
And I used literally a glue stick, and I glued them together.
Elmer?
But that ice cream man came around that night. My parents were gone. I went out there.
It was
I,
probably thicker than shit.
I bought out on some ice cream for $10, and he took it. And so I'm in there.
How old were you?
I don't know, 10 maybe.
He knew damn well what the hell it
Oh,
was,
yeah,
and
he
he
did.
let it slide.
So, no.
That guy handles cash every day.
I'm sitting there eating all this ice cream. My parents come home, and they're like, oh, you got ice cream? They didn't really put it together until he came back, and he sat outside my house
no.
ringing his bell until my parents
It's like Warriors.
Yeah.
It's like the Warriors clinking the bottles.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So until my parents came back out and he was explaining the story, he goes, I tried to buy gas with this bill. The guy told me
we
it's
didn't know.
counterfeit. Yeah, he went to buy gas with it. The guy told him it was counterfeit, and he
knew.
goes, he told him, he was like, don't worry, I get it from a friend. I take it back to him. And he's like,
A
this,
friend.
yeah, he's like, this is no good. And my dad had to give him a $10 bill.
And you're wasting printer paper.
Yeah.
See, that's a good way to cheat the system, but I would never cheat the ice cream. I cheated the vending machine. I had, Barcade down in Philly.
Somebody owns the vending
It's an adult
machine
Chuck E.
now.
Cheese. They give you your own little token so you can play all the arcade
remember
games.
that, yeah.
Dude, there's so many machines that don't scan the actual coin that it is. I got so much shit at Craft House. Fuck you, Craft House. I got so many free games of skee ball and air hockey at Craft House because they just took those tokens.
Okay.
They thought it was quarters.
Yeah.
It was the fucking best thing I've ever
I don't think
seen.
like that.
I was like,
I
huh?
don't think like that. You guys think beyond. Like,
Yeah.
I think very geometrically. This is circular. That's circular. I'm gonna put that in there. Let's
When
see
you
if
were
that
a broke
works.
college student, you had to think of ways to get by and survive.
It's like Mr. Krabs with the coin on the string.
I was just gonna say, does that actually work?
Me first dollar.
Does that actually work?
So Barry,
Oh, it has to. But I don't know. There might be some mechanism in there.
Podcasting it. Dan.
We're talking about
there's
ways
some
of cheating the
circle
system.
that you probably know.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
we're laundering money. That's our next
Laundering
venture.
oh.
Joe Pesci.
He's a made man.
30 minutes.
making ice cream.
Mike's fessing up about a story that he had to launder money to the ice cream man.
Gave the ice cream man a
That
fake
desperate,
$10
right?
bill that I made. He
It
took
was
it.
like
I was like
8.
10 years old.
So he got in
shit.
trouble.
The guy took it.
And then came back.
Yeah, he tried to buy gas with it. The guy at the gas station turned him
And
down.
then he came back to you?
Yeah, he started ringing his bell
How do
outside
you
my
know it
house.
was you?
I don't know. We used to buy ice cream from this guy like every day, so he
Because he's
knew.
probably the only one who gave him a 10.
He probably signed it like...
Yeah.
It had a picture of me on it.
There's a watermark on it.
It was.
I don't know, is your family printer Robrock 39?
Yeah.
Because that's what it
It
says
was
on
a
the
sheet
bottom.
of paper. Didn't even cut it out.
Exactly.
This is on the back of a coupon your mom printed out from Walmart.
It has
Your
a
mom's
date
like,
on
oh, You're
it.
so ingenious. I'm so proud of you.
My
There's
little
directions
boy.
for MapQuest on the back.
Did you get like a timeout for this?
Dude, I didn't get.
Time
So,
now.
I used to get in trouble for less, but I didn't get in trouble for that for some reason.
Well,
I don't know,
now
maybe
you-
my dad was proud of me secretly or something.
My ass-
Now you're state treasurer.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
Yeah. If my kid did that, I'd be okay with it. That'd be funny. Or you put a kid in jail.
That's how you cheat the
The
fucking
Franklin
system.
Mint has like your wanted picture of you on there.
Yeah, probably. I'm on American Greed somewhere.
America's
Oh,
Most
man.
Wanted. Gangland.
Fraudulent activity.
Do you remember that show, Gangland?
No, I've
Dude,
seen it on.
It was
TV,
on
I
History
just
Channel
seen
for
it.
a long time. I used to
Yeah.
come home and watch that
Fun
after
story.
school.
My Uncle Snakey was on that.
Snakey, of course he was. His
Snakey,
name's fucking
Snakey.
Snakey.
He's not my real uncle.
He has an Uncle
He's not my
Snakey.
real uncle.
Wait,
He's
is
my
this the
dad's-
Hollywood uncle that told
no,
you?
No, it was my dad's friend from high school who ended up joining Satan's Helpers,
Nice.
Which is,
a motorcycle gang.
I was
in
gonna
New
say, it
York.
sounds like Hell's
And
Angels.
His picture is on several episodes of that show.
This is Uncle Snakey.
Uncle
He's no
Snake.
longer with us. Rest in peace. But
Oh.
yeah. It was either Uncle Snakey or Johnny O. I forget
Satan's
who it
got
was.
him now.
I'll find out tomorrow.
Wow.
But yeah, he was on that show, and I remember telling my history teacher that in freshman year in high school, and he was just not. He was like not impressed. He's like, "That's great, you know, a criminal." I was like, I thought it was cool.
You're doing like American
He was like a
history.
patriotic history teacher, so he was not about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Trying to make like an example out of these guys, and here I am, like, I know one of them.
You're learning about like prohibition, and you're like, Uncle Snakey told me that didn't happen. He was a bootlegger for 40 years.
No, man.
Uncle Snakey.
I
You
like
learn
that.
from Uncle Snakey.
Yeah, you learn a lot.
Yeah, Luke was headed right down that path.
Oh, it's funny because like I do remember we all went to a Yankees game one time, and he showed up, and he's like notorious for like showing up to places with you and then disappearing for like hours,
Irish goodbye.
and then coming back like, where have you been? What do you mean? What's up?
Is that blood?
Like I don't know. I don't know what goes on with the dude, but yeah, he would just disappear.
He's printing out
And
$10
like he
bills.
disappeared, and I think we saw him like I don't know,
And Uncle
a
Snakey
couple
making
sections
a deal.
over, like talking to people, like who the hell is what?
Like, yeah, it's always like, how do you know them? Don't worry about it.
It's like I
One
don't
of those.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
None of your
Uncle
business.
How'd
Snakey.
you afford all those concessions? He's like, just goes shake somebody down.
Yeah, then you're like, wait, how did we get in here? We didn't have tickets.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
He's not even my real uncle.
Just
Oh
give
my god,
somebody
he's
a
throwing
look.
out the first pitch. Uncle Snakey's on the mound.
You're not even wearing cleats.
He's got an unlit cigarette in his mouth always in the shower.
Beer, no cozy.
I picture him being tan in January. That's what I'm picturing.
Who, Max?
I don't, yeah, maybe.
Oh, ow.
The seagull.
Yeah.
That's Uncle Lanky.
Yeah.
Uncle Lanky.
Old lanky.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Max the guy who like after you get yelled at by your parents sneaks up and like gives you candy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
really
yeah.
fun. Yeah.
He's the one who secretly got you in trouble.
We kind of feel
I
bad.
told him to do it, and he actually did it.
I never fucking believe in my life. The kid's got an arm.
We're all destined to be great uncles. We really are.
Yeah.
Just corrupting
It's
the
coming
youth
up.
of today.
It's coming
But that
up.
means one of us has to have a kid.
No.
That's- so,
Well, so far none that we know of.
Yeah, not that we know of.
yeah.
Mike, what were you saying? You were gonna say something?
I was gonna say. I was gonna ask you what the problem is. It's,
Oh yeah, I didn't get to bring it up last podcast.
Yeah. Oh,
let's
fuck.
hear this.
Yeah. So
Yo, listen up. Here's a story.
yeah. So I have a cat named Mishka, which means bear in Russian. It's this little black
Let's see what you
cat.
do.
It looks like a Hershey Kiss that got unwrapped, and it's adorable.
It's a cute cat.
Turns out there was something wrong with it.
Oh.
So
What?
Esther takes it to the vet, and the vet goes, "Yeah, I think you might have herpes."
What?
Whoa.
Yeah. So I was like, "Wait, my cat has herpes?"
Wait a minute.
So Esther
get
comes
it.
home with the cat and a brochure about cat, and we're reading it to the cat together, like saying, "Hey, do you have any of these symptoms?" And there's pictures of cats with like nasty lips and like graphic pictures of cats on this pamphlet. And I was thinking, like, first of all, there's a graphic designer out there who probably is contemplating his whole life now.
Someone got paid for
And
this.
two, how the fuck does my cat have herpes?
Who you been hanging around with?
That's
Wait,
what I thought.
didn't that one cat, the cat on the internet sensation just die?
A grumpy cat.
The
yeah.
grumpy cat.
R.I.P.
Maybe they got together.
I don't know, man. Either way, she doesn't get out much. We don't let her out much. But turns out we don't think she has herpes. But there was like a week where we didn't know, so I didn't even want her in the room with us because I don't want to get herpes.
Yeah.
And then people are like, maybe.
Shave the
Yeah.
cat.
I don't want to get herpes.
How
because then people are
PC
saying,
Curiosity killed the cat.
You got herpes.
Curiosity.
They're gonna be like, oh, you got herpes. Who'd you get it from? I'm like, oh, my cat.
Is cat
They're like, what the
herpes
fuck do you
transmittable
do?
to humans?
Like,
That is
Dude,
like
it has to be.
knowing why you're
It's like koalas and
I
chlamydia.
didn't yell at it. I just didn't
You didn't
want
know
it in
that?
my face.
Whoa, wait.
You didn't know that?
What did you just say to me?
Koalas and chlamydia. You didn't know this?
Yeah, yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
what?
Am I the only one? Luke, you know about
Yeah,
this?
they're becoming
Yes.
extinct because they all have chlamydia.
Yeah, and they eat shitty food. But koalas can get chlamydia and can
I
be
heard
transferred
this-
to you.
Whoa.
I heard
Dead
that they were
serious.
dying on the radio, and I felt bad. Now
It-
I'm just freaked out.
It happened to, what's his face from that boy band? British one. Come
One
on.
Direction.
One Direction. Yeah, Harry Styles.
It's not chlamydia.
He almost did, or he
Cry?
I had it. I don't know. Something happened.
Koala?
Yeah.
Boys Who Cry?
Oh
Yeah.
my
Nah,
God.
nah.
Wait, I just want to hear about his cat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so does it? Or you don't
No,
know
we don't
yet?
think my
Your
cat has
had
herpes.
or
Herpes.
herpes?
No,
That's
no
sad.
chlamydia.
Yeah.
No, that was
Did your cat have a
So
sex?
she's got an unidentified lip
She's a
fungus.
bird.
I think so. Yeah.
Ew.
I mean,
Give me the law.
we have two cats. One's a boy and she's a girl. So we don't know what they're doing down in the basement, but they seem to get along just fine.
Dude, is your cat hanging out with the wrong crowd? Is that
We
the
don't
name
let
of
her
the
out of the house.
brochure?
We don't let her out of the house, so I don't know who the hell she's like smooching.
Safe sex to your cat.
Yeah.
Dude, we already
Put a
tried to
bag
show
on
the
it.
pamphlet, so like they're not really good
We
listeners.
showed her the
You guys remember that band, Boys Who Cry?
That was a movie with Hilary Swank. Or that was Boys Don't Cry.
But-
That was
Wait,
Boys
we're
Don't Cry.
changing subjects. Hold on.
It's your birthday.
Boys, did you want to talk about?
Yes.
We're trying to stick to some kind of schedule, but we had our unsung heroes. We all tried to do homework. We all tried to figure out one person that we had to pick that we felt didn't get enough credit for what they did before they passed away or before anything. Really?
Ooh.
Does everyone
Did he have to
theirs?
die?
No, they don't have
Oh,
to die. They
No,
will
just
die.
good Samaritans, like unsung heroes, you know.
I got one.
In this
All right,
wild
there we go.
west of a
Knocks
world.
out of the park.
All right, so one Instagram account that I follow that
not
I
what we're
love.
That's not what we're
about
talking
at all.
about.
Oh, it's not?
This is unsung
You
heroes.
even listening to what he said?
Unsung heroes.
You're not listening.
Instagram was the other
Tupac
homework.
and Biggie.
You got more.
You know what? You're right. You're right.
I didn't do my homework. I'm doing
You know
real
what?
school
You're right.
work.
All
You're right.
Kyle, do you have anyone that you'd like to bring up? Because
Well,
I have one. If no one else, has
You
one.
go because mine's a lot simpler.
All right, here we go. So I did a little digging, and I found this one. It was a Soviet Navy officer,
Ooh.
Vasily Arkhipov,
He really
from
did.
1926 to 1998. This guy was walking the Earth, and he was the single vote not to launch a nuclear torpedo
Yes.
from the B-59 sub in response to the U.S. dropping depth charges, despite being in international waters during the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962.
The Bay of Pigs.
This guy is the shit. He had no contact with the outside or the surface world. He was stuck in a sub for like days with his like commanding officers. The AC wasn't working. That was no.
Oh, underwater?
No AC. So you already know you're pissed. And they have like nuclear warheads, and they're like, "Yeah, let's fire it off." The world.
Dude, that's something you would not think. You're like, I'm 40,000 leagues deep, and of course the fucking air conditioning.
Everybody on the ship was like,
pissed
"Let's
it didn't work
fucking
in the car
nuke the United
yesterday.
States." And he was like,
Something
"No,
in a
let's
submarine?
check it out first." And he did, and he pretty much prevented World War III. and
He
saved
did.
the world.
He really fucking did.
Yeah, vastly occupied. That one's to you.
Dude, that was the height of the Cold War.
That was impressive, Luke.
October, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Red October was it.
With Sean Connery, right?
Denzel Washington.
Yep.
The antenna went down and he had no way of contact.
But he was a Soviet officer.
Yeah, I
Not,
know. That was a little twist there, so it probably wasn't Red October.
Good movie, though.
great movie.
And so is Boys Don't Cry.
yeah.
You know what I want to
That was
get?
from
Another
SpongeBob,
note I
by the
have.
way.
What? Boys Don't Cry?
Boys Who Cries.
I know one.
Birthday present.
Oh!
It's a birthday.
No way.
Deep cuts.
Oh man.
Yes.
Kyle didn't even know that one.
Dude,
Yeah.
and my whole life is that show. I almost dropped out of high school.
If he said if that was a reference to heroin, I'd be walking away right now because I'd be so mad because I didn't pick it up.
I was thinking, I always got like,
How's it going there, Luke?
rip my
That was
pants.
good, Luke.
Thanks.
Yeah.
He really did
deserved
do it
some
somewhere.
recognition.
You did some
Yeah.
homework.
Yeah.
So
Well, I was
no-
hoping that you guys were gonna do something.
No one
because
else
I was
did
just gonna
homework.
do everyday heroes, like
We
people
got
to hold the
Memorial
door
Day
for you.
heroes?
That guy in the wheelchair we saw today.
I don't know if he's a hero, dude.
No, not that guy. I'm talking about the people that were pushing the guy in the wheelchair across the
they were
street.
or they're robbing him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on, you piece of
You
shit.
don't know the context.
Take him in
The
dark.
windows
alley.
are
Take him
rolled
to
up.
dark
We know
alley,
what
take
they're
him
saying.
everything
They
yeah.
would have been like, listen, you fat fuck, we're gonna take your shit.
The dude was already missing a leg. They could have taken that from him.
Yeah, we don't know how long he was held
They're taking
captive.
brakes off, pushing down the hill.
Like Mac and me.
Take him down there the hill and let gravity do the rest.
all right.
Yeah, every now and then you see some weird shit, especially on social media nowadays. So we're gonna try to enlighten you, give you some social media accounts to follow.
Yeah.
Oh, is this where I can go in now?
Yeah.
Okay, now I can start.
If you got Instagram accounts or Twitter accounts.
Yeah, if you guys are anything like the four of us and are holding on to any tether of why we should have social media, here's 3 reasons from each of us why you should keep things like Instagram.
Yeah. All right, Damon, let us have it.
All right, so there's this account that I follow. He goes by the name of Tony Baker Comedy. He's just an absolute funny guy. Do you guys know?
You send me his videos all the time.
Yeah, I tag you in them all the time. A lot of cat videos, a lot of animal videos, and he just dubs over their voices and gives them personification. It's just really funny. So check him out at Tony Baker Comedy.
Nice.
Is that your one and done?
One and done.
Mike, you got any?
Who was that one that you were showing me the other night where she roasts people who put like pictures of food? Who is that? That's my one for this.
Mentally Mitch.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we
that's
watched that on
my-
YouTube last night.
It's technically yours, but that's what I want to say.
The
You can have
wheezing.
that one. Oh, Mentally Mitch cracks me up.
Yeah, the laugh.
If you're one of those people that laughs at laughs, look up. Go ahead.
Yeah, contagious
Mentally
laughter.
Mitch. Yeah,
Dude, for sure.
Mentally Mitch.
Yeah. All right. All right. I got 3. I got one where I found the unsung hero, History Cool Kids. Just follow.
I
it. You'll
love
find
that.
some really
I
cool
fucking love
stuff.
that Instagram.
That one's a good one. My second
History
one
Cool
is,
Kids.
believe it or not, Cutest Raccoons. It's only videos of cute raccoons. It's cutest, CUTEST .raccoons. And just look it up. It's only videos of raccoons eating things, fitting through little holes, like climbing things. It's hilarious. And then the third one, I actually switched it. It's called Lemon Juice TV. And I kid you not, it's the new World Star.
I'm all
World
about
Star
that.
is out.
I'm all
Lemon
about
Juice
that.
TV shows fights,
It's a hot take.
racing
Breaking
car
news:
accidents,
World Star stock
jail
is
fights,
tanking.
drive-by videos. It will show some dark shit.
I
that you
want
were
that.
Like, I wish
I
I
want that
didn't see
in
it,
my
but I'm
life.
gonna watch it
But it
twice.
woke you up on a Monday morning.
Yeah, Lemon Juice TV. Cut the fucking check.
Is it a private account?
Even though I don't know, I've been following for so long, so you might want to just.
If
click
it's a
on it.
private account, you know it's a good account.
Yeah, it's
They're
good.
hiding something good.
It's good. It's good. There was just a jail fight on there. I'm like, I mean, violence is violence, but like, how do you not watch that?
Yeah.
You can't turn away.
You can't,
You
not
can't turn
watch
away.
a jail fight.
Yeah, I did that on we did that on Reddit one time. We were freshman year of college, and we I I don't know, it was one like Friday night, and we were eating dinner. We were all buzzed up, and then we decided to get on Reddit and look at the not safe for work, which led into like one that was like not safe for life or whatever.
Oh my
And
god!
it was so
no.
we just sat there and stared at each other after we watched this one video. We're like, that was terrible.
Yeah, are we all gonna have a good
Yeah.
cry together
Yeah.
after this?
Yeah.
Dude, I've seen some shit that I wish I never saw.
What happened?
It was, I'm not even bringing it up.
Dude,
It was
it's terrible stuff. It's
they literally just
terrible
like
stuff.
killed a guy.
Yeah.
And
God.
like, yeah, it was terrible.
I thought you were gonna say something cool, like there's a subreddit called Justice Served, where it's people getting what they deserve. Like somebody, there's
That's
man,
like
there's this
third
one
world
video of this
country
guy trying to rob a jewelry store. He is like 5 foot nothing, maybe 90 pounds soaking wet. He had a backpack on, and he just pulled this machete out of the backpack and was just like, "Give me everything underneath." And the guy behind him was about 7 foot, 190 muscle probably, and just saw this and was like, Is anybody else seeing this shit right now? And just winds back and just clocks the guy. Hits him in his ear. The guy's parallel with the floor. He hits him so hard. And then he just tackles him to the floor, gets the machete away from him, and just starts wailing on this actual child. It was so fucking satisfying.
Killed the
Oh,
guy.
man.
But that's not my 3.
I almost knocked the waitress out at the Chicken and Peace yesterday.
Oh my God.
That's bad.
You should have seen this.
What was that?
He was talking about you elbowing him in the nose.
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
demonstrate this.
Hockey.
Mike turned around and did a full 180 with his elbow to demonstrate how Damon knocked his nose.
We were on the high
This
top.
girl's face was perfectly level with Mike's elbow. It was, honest to God, like millimeters. He would have killed this woman. Absolutely killed this woman.
I was
So,
like, yeah,
Mom,
David.
how'd you meet Dad? On cold clock me his elbow.
He had to pay for my medical bills.
Dude,
That's
that
how
could
that
have been a
works.
different day if that happened. We would have been spending time like bailing you out
Boy,
and
you guys-
burying a body
it
behind
looked like it
Chicky
was
and
on
Pete's.
purpose, which was the worst part.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Now me and Josh have to like play real money at the casino and try to save up money. to
yeah,
play
right.
back out.
That's a $5 coin.
Gotta wash dishes until we can get.
You shuck all these oysters and then you can leave. Oh,
All right, Kyle, who you got for your?
so I got 3. I got 3 that I actually really
This
support.
account, what am I looking at here?
You boys will appreciate
Oh, wait.
this one. This account got deleted a while back and now it's up and running
Let
again.
me see this.
This is called Mug Shawties.
Josh was telling me about
Mug
this recently.
Shawties.
What
It
is
is just
mug shawty?
absolute dimes, and they're mug shots. But the kicker is that you see a girl, you're like, oh my god, her eyes are stunning, her lips are just gorgeous, and then you click on it, and it's like 2nd-degree murder.
What?
It'll tell you though.
This
It'll
just
tell.
proves women are crazy.
And then you see people like this sometimes. I've seen this girl on here a lot, and because first of all, she's like Angelina Jolie light, gorgeous, but every single time it says failure to appear, and every single one is a different picture. She has not gone to this one court date like 4 times. It's the best. You see like people's lives unfold in this one account. It's amazing, and you fall in love, and then you get your heart broken
What's
in a
this
matter of
called?
seconds. It's called Mug Shawties, and it's spelled
How do you spell it?
M-U-G for our
Got
listeners
it.
at home. M-U-G, get your pen and paper. S-H-A-W-T-Y-S-S. That's 2 S's at the end of Mug Shawties.
2.
Followed by
.com.
4 people I know. Nice.
Like you'll see somebody and
4
you're like,
people I
wow.
know knew about this and didn't
Josh
tell me.
Josh clicked on her and he was like, yeah, I would violate her probation. Yeah.
Of course, you have short hair.
Dude, I'm gonna see like an ex-girlfriend on here.
Look at this chick. She's got mascara running down both sides of her
See,
face.
but what did
like-
she do? Larceny, possession of controlled substance with no prescription. That's not your Vicodin, ma'am.
You didn't say the magic word.
It's like she's been crying. I know.
It's
I just
great.
wanna-
They're adorable.
It's great.
This girl looks.
And
like
it's not
she
just
was the
girls.
Cotton candy machine. It's
It's not just girls either. There are also guys. There are also guys. Like this guy, murder. It literally says murder. Would you be pissed if that guy killed you? This fucking loser.
Yeah.
This human Laffy Taffy.
Is his hair like cropped on there?
It looks like a sponge. you
What
use
the
on
It
your
looks
dishes.
like cotton candy.
Assault, and she's happy about it.
She's smiling.
Isn't it great?
You gotta stay away from women like that.
You're like,
If they're-
dude,
if they're
oh,
happy, like,
freckles,
chick.
and then driving with suspended license. You're like, why would you do that? She looks fine.
they're like, can you get my good side?
Dude, is that Rihanna?
I should have finished with that one, but there's some other good ones. This one's for the hockey fans. This is my second choice. I've learned a lot. Just like History's Cool Kids, you learn a lot about history. I'm sure you learned about your hero of the day through that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of information on one page, and it's seriously the best thing on like a lunch break. But there's this account called Hockey Bukkake,
Oh my god.
and it is
That's your
It is literally like the best hockey history ever. Like I will learn things about players that I never knew of, and I'm like, this guy's a legend. Why have I never heard of this? And it'll tell me all these crazy stories about like, oh, this guy, he showed up to draft day. Like there was some guy that got drafted by the Minnesota North Stars. And he showed up to draft day with 2 black eyes. 2 black eyes because apparently the night before he got in a huge bar fight after having like a 5-day bender. And he was like, I think the 3rd pick, first round. 2 black eyes. And his official draft day photo was him with 2 black eyes, a shiner and a shiner. And it's just, it's great. It's a lot of informative hockey information, and it tells you a lot of stuff that you would never know. It's awesome.
I'm checking that
I love it so much. It's called Hockey Bukkake, and it's spelled exactly how you spell it in some of your other searches, people. But then I have another one that's like really niche, but I honestly laugh the hardest I ever have at any account on Instagram I've ever seen. It's called Catatonic Youths. And it's basically just a bunch of shitty bands. Like, if you're like me and you're absolutely just obsessed with how some songs and some genres of music actually became popular, and you want to know how this shit is still going on, there's videos of like people doing shitty screamo versions of Warped Tour in their backyard, and it's the funniest shit
How do you spell
ever.
this?
What? Catatonic Youths?
Yeah.
You go to CATATONICYOUTHS. And then we have things like this guy. Mr. Cool Guy. You got a Limp Bizkit wannabe
I like that.
singing in his parking lot.
There's nobody there.
But the music videos are the best part because it's this low budget B movie shit.
Yeah,
and it's like, Mom, I'm here. Angle the camera over here. Mom, Dad, get the lighting. And it's the best thing in the world. Like, let me find one.
Hobson does an intro with that in one of his albums.
Look, these guys are having a great time. You think there's a crowd in front of him? This guy does his stage dive, and there's no one to catch him.
Oh.
Reminds me of why
I've seen that.
Oh man.
It's the best.
This reminds me of why.
There's like 6 people in this baseball parking lot. This Little League field
Oh,
they're
he can't
playing.
even get up.
He can't get up either. He's trying to jump back up on the stage, and he rolls.
He's having a great time though.
But look at this. Remember the MySpace days where you would film shit and take pictures in the bathroom mirror?
Yeah.
He's missing his teeth like the kid from
Yo, that's
Stranger
fucking me.
Things.
Turn it off.
It's just a time capsule of all these embarrassing moments that we would never see, and I love it so much. I really do, and I laugh my fucking ass off
Did
every
you ever see
time.
that one video with someone somewhat similar to that? And the guy's like, he was like, it was like a screamo band. He's like, "What the fuck's up, Denny's?" It's so
Look at this
funny.
guy.
This reminds me of why.
Yeah, I
stopped
saw
eating
that where they had a hardcore show in a Denny's.
He's like, "What the fuck's up, Denny's?"
Let's open this pit up, Denny's. It's the best. What else is there? Oh, see, like wannabe boy bands. Who else? Like Korn wannabes. This guy.
Adam and I'm becoming Mark from Blink-182. I'll pick my nipple if you guys want me to.
I'm gonna waste a lot of time scrolling through this.
Dude, I have had so many laughs on my lunch break. Like this. Somebody finance this. Somebody finance this.
That reminds me of like the F is for Family kid.
This guy has dream catchers as earrings, and he's got makeup. He looks like he went into like. He just looks like Jackson Pollock put him in a blender. And they got the deep V's and the tatted chests and the emo haircuts.
Got some proud parents.
Dude, like that's so. It's people with too much money and like so much time. Here's John Travolta singing a Christmas song. Look at this. Look at this.
And his 2-step on.
Got the soul patch that he glued on this morning.
Oh god.
Get out of here. He's flying his private
It's
jet.
just a diamond in the rough every time. Every video is a gem, dude. I've always been obsessed with prospectors in the gold mining era. This is the digital gold mining era right here.
You know how like you find
This
that one
is it.
artist, like
God.
This is it.
This niche little thing.
The
Oh,
Dude, one time I tried to make some extra money Ubering. We'd be an Uber driver.
Really?
Big
Did you
money,
really?
yeah.
we were just talking about jobs we had for 30 minutes.
I tell a few people about this. Times were tough. Trying to make a few extra
The
bucks. driving
economy is
around,
in
yeah.
shambles.
And so, but like, everybody uses Uber in Philly, so I was driving around Philly one time, and this is when I stopped. Because
In
somebody
Philly, man?
in
That's
Philly,
ballsy.
yeah. Well, I would start around here, like
Especially a guy
outside.
who's never been to Philly
Yeah.
is driving an Uber in
That
Philly.
was terrible. And then like I didn't know the bad areas, so I get like a request from like a bad area, like and I'm talking like
Bombed out houses,
Yeah,
cars up on
right.
cinder blocks.
this was the day that I stopped. I got a request from somewhere up in like North Philly. I didn't know where it was. I pull in and I'm driving around like I should not be here right now. The sun's going down. Like
I'm too blonde for
Yeah,
this.
people
It's
are
a trap,
looking. People are looking at me like, "What are you doing here?"
Goes, you're in the hood.
Yeah, you're all on 3rd Street.
You're all, hey, baby.
So this guy, I get there and it's bad. And this guy, he's sitting out on a stoop, and it's like him and like 3 of his boys with him. And all he needs me for, he doesn't want to ride. He wants me to jump his car for him. His battery was dead. And I'm like, I can't say no to this guy. Like nobody. Yeah, no, I can't.
He said yes, and he didn't even have cables.
Yeah, I was like, sure. So I got him out, and like, I give him the cables, and I had done it like maybe once before in my life. I'm like, yeah, I think you put the black on the black or whatever, and then you connect them here and like start your car. And I'm outside of my car.
What time
People
is it?
are, dude, it's like 7:30. It's getting like 8 o'clock. Like sun's
Dusk.
going down. People are like stopping and just looking at like doing like breaking their necks.
Does
Like,
he know where he
what's
is?
this guy doing here?
Does he know how white he is?
And so I'm standing on this guy's stoop at this point. I look down the block and they are filming like one of these shitty rap music videos on somebody's stoop. They
You
had
might be in the
lights-
background of that
video. Lil Dicky was out there.
They thought you were Little Dicky.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
probably one of
it
those
was the
guys.
worst. And it was the same thing. Like they get like a few minutes in, be like, whoa, no, you didn't get this angle right, man. And they were like arguing with each other and like it was like a Friday night. People were like walking by, like cracking their 40s. Like it was bad.
Dude,
And
Mike's in the background of a rap
yeah.
video.
That is all. We gotta
It was-
find it.
It
Oh
was
my God.
terrible, and I couldn't get out. I just shut it off. I went home, and I was like, "That's it. I'm not doing. I don't care how much money I'm getting out of this." Like the guy was like, "I was like, sure you don't need a ride anywhere?" He's like, "Nah, man, I just need you to jump my car for me."
That's so smart, though. I mean, how many people do you know? They're like, my car's dead. Give me an
The
Uber.
guy didn't give me
I
a
bet you was-
dollar. Like
I bet you his car wasn't even dead. He just needed Mike for the rap.
We needed a white boy in the video.
Yeah, right. It's terrible. That's what that account reminds me of.
Dude. See, you want? Yeah. I felt out of place at the horse track yesterday. But dude, somebody told me a story like that where they're driving to Baltimore Aquarium. And they're like, let's take this way. Let's take that way. I think it was like Steve Slife or something. Sorry, I dropped something. And I think he was driving like either his dad's Porsche or someone's Porsche. And he started driving through like Section 8 housing of Baltimore. And literally was like, we should not be here driving this car.
No.
Like Ray Lewis himself is going to come out here and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Run now.
Pick your car up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say it to his nostrils.
I wouldn't even say it to his nostrils.
Oh, good podcast, boys.
We're
That's what
at
I'm
an
saying.
hour and 4 minutes right
I'm
now.
passing out. I'm sleeping on the table.
I think that was good.
I think so too.
I think so.
It's time for another beer.
We got to have like a catchphrase at the end of that.